In this screencast, we're going to learn more about fine-tuning our survey now that we have all our questions built in. So I'm working on this survey for IRB, and I notice when I add new questions that my question order is out of order. And that is because when I add and I delete questions and I move them around, the question number doesn't change. So once I have my survey completed, if I want to renumber these questions, if you go to the Tools menu key, you can choose Auto Number Questions, and then you can choose Sequential Numbering. And when you do that, you'll see question 1 is the first question, question 2, so now they're in order. It is recommended to do this before you launch your survey. Now there's a few more things I need to do in this survey to kind of make things stand out. And the first one is I want to bold some of my text so I can make sure that my participants can agree to the study. On each question, when you click on it, you get this rich content editor box up in the upper left corner of the question. When you click on that, that brings open a text box where you can format, you can hyperlink, and you can add images and other elements to make your survey more visually appealing. If you don't see a lot of options, you can click on the More button, and that will bring up options such as linking or center or font color. So if I want to bold certain elements of my survey, I can go ahead and highlight the text, and then I can click on the B for bold, and it will bold that text within my survey. I may want to bold the participant agreement so my participants know that they need to read this licensing agreement before they can continue. If I wanted to hyperlink my name, I can come over and highlight my name and click the link icon, and then I can change from a URL to an email, and I can type in my email address and click OK. If you had a Word document, or if I wanted to highlight this email address, I can do the same thing. I can highlight, click on the link symbol, change it to email, and then paste the URL address. When I'm done editing or bolding my text box, I can click off of it, and now those elements are bolded. Another feature, if you're doing a survey for IRB, is that you may want to add what are called blocks. And blocks are basically groups of questions that you may want the participants to answer. What's nice about having questions within a block is it allows you to change the flow. So if I wanted students, when they say no to participate in the study, it would not answer this block for them with these questions. I recommend always creating a block at the end and then call that like a submit block. And you can add a new question that is a text graphic. So you can make an ending question that will allow you to thank the participants for their time and tell them that when they click submit, they will finish the survey. By default, Qualtrics, when you advance to a next question or next page or next block, it's an arrow. So if you want to make this ending block say submit, you have to click on the block. So I have a blue line around this block, and then you'll see this link that says next previous button text. When I click that, I can then come into the next button text and type in submit and hit save. So now this block, any questions on this block, the bottom of the page will say submit. The last thing I want to do is set up my logic that will allow participants, when they say yes or no, to skip the survey or complete the survey. So in order to do that, I need to go to Survey Flow. In Survey Flow, you can see all the various blocks that we have. So what I need to do is I need to add logic where participants, when they say no, that they don't want to participate, that they end the survey. The survey ends for them. So to do this logic, I can go ahead and click Add Below, and then I want to click Branch. The condition I want to add is based off of the question, are you interested in participating in this survey? And if the no is selected, we hit OK. Then I need to add a new survey element that is end the survey. And that end the survey will end, so they will not see the other two blocks when they click no. If I don't add another branch for yes, my questions will just go in order of the survey. So I can leave it alone, or I can come back up and choose Add Below and add a branch, add a new condition that yes, I want to complete in the survey, and then I can control which block they get next. And then I can add another block, which is the submit block, and then I can also end the survey. The one other tip that you need to do within an IRB survey is your data you cannot collect data on individuals. So we need to make sure it anonymizes the responses. So if you click on Customize, you can choose Override Survey Options, and then you get this box that says, do not record any personal information. And we're not sending this out as a panel, but we still want to turn this on. And then you can click OK. You have to do the same for no. If they say no, you don't want to record any personal information, and then you want to say OK. When I am done with Survey Flow, I can go ahead and hit Apply, and that will take me back to my Survey Builder. The last IRB option that I need to change is in the Survey Options, where I need to make sure that I anonymize the responses. So if you go and click on Survey Options on the far left, we want to first look under Responses. You can allow your surveys to save and continue, where they'll get an anonymous link and they can start filling it out and then come back and finish later if you want to turn that on or off. So that is an option. This incomplete survey responses is something that when I'm doing an anonymous response, I actually don't, if I want to record the responses, I can choose how long I want to record the responses, or I can just delete the responses and not count that. If you choose on the left side, go back to Security, you can scroll down and look, anonymized responses should be on. If it is not, if it's off, you need to make sure that you turn that survey on, so that way it will not collect IP address or any data on the participants. Once you finish your survey options, the last tip that I want to highlight in this screencast is under Tools. Don't forget to go to Review and do a spell check, and you can spell check your survey and make sure everything's spelled correctly.